So the question is, back to the question is, why is it not a good idea? If gold's gone to $2,500 an ounce, way up from its 1971 price, why is it not a good idea to have a currency, a day-to-day, usage currency that is backed by gold? And the answer is for the exact same reason that gold failed before. Gold, because, to recap, because it has divisibility problems, because it has portability problems, because it has verifiability problems. It's really hard to figure out if it actually is gold unless you melt it down. And actually gold is less scarce than Bitcoin. Gold's probably scarce enough. They pull about 1.5% to 2% more gold out of the ground every year. So that's, not as scarce as Bitcoin, where Bitcoin only about 0.75% more Bitcoin right now is generated every year. And that number drops in half every 4 years. But anyway, gold is potentially scarce enough, but it has flaws in the verifiability, the portability, and the divisibility. And so it cannot be used for settlement. And so as a result, if Bitcoin was backed by gold, the gold would have to be somewhere. So Bitcoin is a decentralized currency, but the gold would have to be somewhere. And any gold that has to be somewhere creates the exact same centralization risk that we had before. The exact same reason that gold failed before, because it was all stored in a relatively small number of places that could be taken away, is exactly what would happen again. Gold's settlement time is a problem that is unsolvable. And in a non-digital economy, it was barely passably good enough. But as soon as the invention of the telegraph happened, where transactions could happen across an ocean with an undersea cable in a matter of minutes, but the actual gold did not cross the ocean for a matter of months or years, you had this massive difference between transactions and settlement times. And that massive difference between transactions and settlement times ultimately led to the fact that something represented the gold while the gold did not move. And as soon as you have anything that represents gold, but the actual physical gold is not physically moving, then whatever represents the gold is going to get printed too much of. It's just 100% guaranteed that whatever it is, if it represents gold, but it's not gold itself, then that thing will get printed too much of, and you'll end up with massive amounts of inflation, and there will not be enough gold to redeem. Historically, that's what always happens. That is what will happen again. I am more committed to Bitcoin than ever, more certain that Bitcoin is the future monetary system of the world, and more certain than ever that we will not go back to the gold standard